screwed up my intro.
I got really excited, bro.
Why? Because we're back?
Because we're back!
Because I have no beard?
What happened?
I'm George.
It's Hambone.
This is Mai Tai TV, and we have returned for a 4-week sabbatical.
It's been so long.
To rock your world.
Yes.
Tonight, what are we going to talk about, Hambone?
Oh, tonight we got a big one. We're going to be talking about Civil War. We are going to do an unboxing of the Civil War box by Funko. We're going to talk about Axl DC. We're going to talk about their Misfits reunion, per se.
It is a reunion.
Yeah, it's a reunion enough. And we're going to talk about Uncharted 4.
We're going to talk about Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4. 4. 3. Oh, but what episode are you on?
1.
This son of a bitch made me go out and buy the prequel to play it all and pre-order the 4th episode because he said, you know, you gotta do it because we gotta play together. It's multiplayer, George. You gotta get it. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna play all of them, and then we're gonna have it. And then you're gonna have all these friends to play multiplayer with, and it's gonna be wonderful. And guess how many people I have to play multiplayer with, Hambone?
He's paraphrasing.
I have none. I've been playing multiplayer with these little Japanese kids in the middle of nowhere, and they are whooping my ass, and it's no fun at all.
Sorry, bro.
You are a horrible friend.
I'm a terrible.
Do I need to just buy you Uncharted 4?
You don't have to.
How far into Uncharted what are you in right now?
I got like an hour left.
Of what?
1.
What?
Yeah.
You're only on one?
I lent it to George. He was so excited to play it.
Fuck!
I know.
Like, do you understand how long I'm gonna have to wait? Like,
Nah.
if you beat one a week, that's still 3 weeks.
I got a solution. It's easy. Tonight I'm going to go on YouTube, and I'm just going to watch the videos of the other 3. I'll get 4 tomorrow.
But 2 is awesome, and you should play 2.
I will be playing it because I'll have the controller in my hand, and I'll be either fast forward or pausing. It's going to be fine.
But it doesn't matter, because the first thing we're going to do is planner punch, because I'm going to need a little bit of a punch before I knock you out for not getting any of the Uncharted's done in time. This is not enough ice. Can you put some more ice in here, damn it?
Jesus Christ. I'll put some more ice in there.
So, I've taken a little sabbatical. Pardon me, I know the fans have been wanting to watch more Mai Tai TV, but I didn't realize just how tough it is to do a TV show during wedding photography season, and with everything else going on, it's a time crunch. There's actually a lot of production that goes on the back end of this, you know, booking guests like Papa Emeritus the 1.5, and
awesome.
And that other guy we had, Stu.
He was here too.
It's tough, and you know, coming up with these crazy ideas is not easy. So I had to take a little bit of a break. This is just kind of a one-off. We are gonna be back. This show is not canceled. Do not worry. We are just kind of being a little bit more of a sporadic schedule during the spring into summer. Once it gets really warm and the weddings come back a little bit, we'll be back.
We will be back, and I mean, you could actually just tell them the truth about what's happening. The turkeys kidnapped me about 4 weeks ago. They wanted to put me in the face-off machine to put a turkey in this sweet bod to infiltrate the show so they can get into Headhunter's Lounge. George had to rescue me. It was the thing. The deal was brokered. Now I am no longer allowed to eat turkey. But, you know, there's peace in the valley tonight.
So today we are going to make Planter's Punch. This is the 1990s recipe. I couldn't figure out what's in the other ones. There's weird stuff they don't make anymore. So I'm going to show you guys how to make Planter's Punch. This is very easy. There's a lot of alcohol in it. What do you think of it? You've got one already.
I'm halfway done.
Oh, lordy, 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 lordy.
There's a lot of alcohol in
So
there.
we're going to start off with what we love best. Limes. If I could grow a lime tree, I would be the happiest boy in the world, but everybody tells me I can't do it where we live. Anyway, you need 3/4 of a lime. I'm going to do a whole lime. That's somewhere between a 3/4 and 1 lime. 1 ounce. I don't know. Did I just squirt you, Hambone?
Okay, I'm wearing glasses.
Well, that's what you get for, like, screwing me in Uncharted. You horrible friend, you. 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice. We use fresh lime juice. We always use fresh lime juice. Why, Hambone?
Because fresh limes are awesome.
Because we are anal retentive.
That too.
That is why we only use fresh lime juice. Anything else would be bad. Is anybody writing to us on Periscope or Xbox Live or whatever the hell this thing is called?
Jay Lucas says, booyah. Booyah right back at you, Ken.
We are now shooting pretty much entirely on Facebook Live. We are calling this the fan cam. The one that you're looking at on Facebook right now is overhead. It's my bald spot cam. It's the camera that we use when we need to have a Facebook Live cam. If you
also known as the boom cam, because if you watch the actual HD feed tomorrow, there's no boom.
There's no boom. And for anybody who's giving me grief about the boom mic being in the shop, it's because this is the fan cam. It's giving you an inside look at life on the other side. Let me wipe my hands a little bit. Okay, so that's
Paper
3/4
towels.
of an ounce of lime juice. We are then going to do 1 whole ounce of simple syrup.
Sweetens it right up.
It does help, right?
I really do like the simple syrup. I love that now, in this wonderful new age we live in, you could just go to the liquor store and buy simple syrup. You used to not be able to do that. If you wanted simple syrup, you had to do it the hard way, boiling it on the stove with sugar. Purists will say that that is the better way to do it, and to them I say...
Then we are using 3 ounces of dark rum. I am using Gosling's Black Seal because that is what I use when I need black rum. It is very good. It's somewhat affordable, and it's just like a really nice smell. Like, smell that. That's so smelly.
That's delicious.
So nice. So nice.
Just, if we could get one of those turkeys dead or alive, it would breach the treaty that we struck. Did you not listen about the face-off machine? We got to keep this tight. I will maybe break it on Thanksgiving because I don't eat ham.
We are now doing 3 ounces of this dark rum. Black rum, dark rum. It's all kind of the same thing. You can actually use whatever kind of dark rum you like. Just make sure it's dark rum. So 3 ounces of that. That is not booty.
It is definitely not booty.
And finally, we have 3. What is this called again?
Bitters.
Dashes of bitters.
Dashes of bitters.
We are using Angostura aromatic bitters. Ooh, they're aromatic.
I know.
So that's 3. Let's do it a dash. 1, 2, 3. What happens if you do 4?
I don't know.
It'll just be super bitter?
That'd be a little extra bitter. A little goes a long way.
Let's get rid of these.
Get rid of them.
So we now stir vigorously. Stir, stir, angrily stir, mightily stir. So Planter's Punch was invented by the Planter's Peanut Company. Mr. Peanut himself actually created this drink after a long day of peanut harvesting. He was very, very excited, but yet very sad. And he had nothing else to do but to make his own drink. So that's why this is trademarked by the Planter Peanut Company.
Is it now?
No, I made that up.
That's cool.
Fill me up. Top it off. Give me more ice. So then you top it off with ice again because you do kill off some of the ice when you do this. And let me take a... You have nothing left!
I'm an alcoholic.
But that's not cool. Like, you can't cheers me with nothing left. All right, fine. Adiós.
Adios.
Damn, that's good. All right.
It's a testament to your ability to make drinks. I'm done already.
So, what are we going to talk about today? We're going to start with Civil War. I was a week late. We saw Civil War this past weekend. We'd like to go to this fancy theater in Secaucus where you can lie down in the seats.
Yeah,
and reserve your own seats. You won't have usually a smelly person next to you. It's, where is it? Carasotes?
The Carasotes in Secaucus.
And it's the greatest theater ever. You can get non-3D IMAX seating. Love it. So we went, and Alice and I thoroughly enjoyed the movie.
I loved it.
I thought it was one of the best superhero movies. It was second only to Winter Soldier. What were your thoughts?
I agree. It is second to Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is the best Marvel movie ever made, bar none. I don't consider Deadpool a Marvel movie because it's Fox, even though it's a Marvel character. Civil War came in a close second. I think the Russo brothers did a great job with it. I think they really, having to pick up the crap that was left over from Avengers Age of Ultron, and also having to take a story, the comic version of Civil War, which kind of sucked, and turn it into what they turned it into. I thought they did a great job.
So my favorite X-Men, my favorite Marvel movie by far, hands down, Ant-Man.
All right, I'm with you there. Ant-Man's awesome.
And Ant-Man, best part of this movie.
He was. Ant-Man was fantastic in this movie.
I also really liked, I truly enjoyed the Vision. I thought they did a much better job expanding his character. That you don't have to pretend to drink the empty stuff. Just bust open the club soda you have on the ground.
There's still booze left in here, bro.
Okay, fine. Go ahead, drink.
Amateur hour.
Civil War, I thought the Vision, much better job explaining his character, showed his emotional involvement with the Scarlet Witch, very good job there. I also thoroughly enjoyed Spider-Man, and I hate Spider-Man.
You do hate Spider-Man. He hates Spider-Man so much. I will tell you, if you're talking about a cheap pop, the minute Spider-Man comes on the screen for the first time in the costume, even though I've seen it in the commercials, I was on my feet. I was so happy they finally got Spider-Man right. They finally got Spider-Man right to the point where I am shit excited about a Spider-Man solo movie.
As long as it's Marvel done.
It is. Well, here's the deal that Marvel worked out with Sony. Sony puts up the money, Marvel gets creative control, and Marvel makes Sony more money. And they're able to shift people back and forth. Iron Man's going to be in the new Spider-Man movie, which is going to be awesome. What did you think of young Aunt May?
Young Aunt May, hot?
I thought, I was waiting for Peter Parker to say, please, Tony, don't bang my aunt. Marissa Tomei is still a smoke show.
I mean, I was half expecting the wrestler to show up, and I mean, that's where we last remember her, was her topless in The Wrestler. And she was still pretty old then, too. She's older now, still hot.
Yeah,
big
seriously.
Marissa Tomei fan. I wonder if she even had to get paid to be in this, because she's in there for 2 seconds.
She probably got all the money.
But it's awesome. I thought Captain America was great. I don't like his strappy strap thing.
I don't mind that so much, because I think that it's hard to pull off the whole mask thing with the neck and have them be able to move their head, so I don't mind it. And, you know, Chris Evans is a very handsome man, so he's got to take that helmet off.
And Tony Stark, wonderful as always.
Always great in there. What I really liked was that they managed to balance 12 heroes and do crazy epic battle scenes and have everyone have their moment, whereas with Batman and Superman, they could barely get it together with 3 heroes. And that was a shit show. I mean, if you've seen our earlier episode, I was pretty in the bag when I explained that Batman and Superman was not very good.
And then I love the fact that, like, we thought it might go generic at the end, and then, like, big twist, and things are awesome.
Yeah.
And, like, I didn't see it coming, and, like, everybody was already dead the whole time. It was, like, crazy.
Yeah, totally.
You did not sell me on that at all. You suck.
Well, yeah, I tell you to know where you were going with that. It took me a second.
Well, there was a...
What?
Fine. No spoilers. I will be good for 1 more week. However, I really didn't think it was as good as Superman and Batman, though. I can't even go there.
I think I finally was able to arch my eyebrow.
So I actually downloaded Superman and Batman and was gonna watch it on Friday and decided that I would rather fall asleep.
Yeah.
And that's about how it goes. I think they did a nice job setting up the next Avengers movie.
So the next Avengers movie, which is not going to be called the Infinity War, that was just a placeholder. They're going to end up calling it something else, which is going to be potentially awesome. But Infinity War would have been okay. But we're good either way.
And they're shooting the next 2 movies back to back.
Back to back, yeah.
Back to back. So, but that's not because they have anything to do with each other. I hear they're completely different movies.
They just
want to be able to afford the actors.
Yeah, get them all in. And, you know, some of these actors aren't going to be doing these movies forever, even though every time in an interview they'll be like, yeah, I think this is going to be the last one after this one, but they just keep going because money.
So, Captain America?
Right.
Crazy fact?
What's that?
Put in his contract that he would not take off his shirt in the movie.
Really?
Would not. So, in exchange, they gave him the gratuitous helicopter press shot.
Where he actually hurt his arm doing that. So what, he actually pulled a Daenerys Targaryen, I'm not going to get topless anymore?
He's not getting topless anymore, which is why I want to say, because they are going to recast him very soon. I just want to let everyone know, since I do have some friends at Marvel Studios out there, that I will happily get topless for your viewing pleasure on Mai Tai TV.
He will.
Anytime you want, right here. I can be your Captain America.
Yeah, I have under contract. I don't show my tits to anybody.
I will show them to anybody and everybody.
I've seen it.
So, what would your rating be for Civil War?
I would say 3.5 out of 5.
I would probably out of 5, 3.5, only 3.5.
3 3/4.
What's a 5?
Winter Soldier.
Geely?
Geely?
I don't know. What's a number? What's a 5?
Winter Soldier is a 5.
Winter Soldier's a 5. What's a 4? 3.5 is like C.
That's a C plus. It's like it's actually.
You're giving this movie
it's
a
B.
C.
3.5 is a solid B. Like 5 is like 8 plus.
All right.
I gave it a B plus.
I mean, 5 for me.
It's a 5 for you.
No. A 5 for me is Legend of Billie Jean.
Fair is fair.
Fair is fair.
Fair is fair.
I would probably put this at a 4.5, which is the same rank I'd give maybe Winter Soldier maybe gets a 5. Ant-Man gets a 5.35.
Ant-Man I give a 4.
I love Ant-Man.
I think Ant-Man's fun this year.
You thought Ant-Man was better in Civil War too.
Oh, I did. Well, and here's why. I think that when you're looking at it like as one movie, it just you actually get a full story with Ant-Man. You get a full story in the Winter Soldier, and it's not to the point where they tease something else that's coming. But if you never saw another movie again, you'd be happy just watching that movie. This one, there's like a lot of things towards the end where you're like, okay, well now I kind of have to see the next Captain America movie. Now I have to see the next Avengers movie because shit happened.
You start reviewing our questions from our viewers while I go into the next subject. You're going to review. Is anybody asking questions worth anything?
Yes, Ken Lucas just called you Captain Giro.
Captain Giro.
Yeah, that's what
you
I said.
say it Giro.
Giro, that's what I said.
You said Giro. It's not Gyro.
I'm slurring. I'm drunk.
Yes, it's the. You're not drunk. Is that? This is pretty good.
It is pretty good, right?
There's a lot of alcohol in this.
Come on, son. There's 3 ounces of booze in here.
So we're gonna go from one war to another. Or wait, do you want to unbox the Civil War box?
Let's save that for a little later.
No, we're talking about Civil War. Unbox the freaking box now.
We're gonna unbox the box now. So this is from Funko, which is our favorite, the Civil War box, which is very topical for the movie that we just saw. We are avid box subscribers. We like the box.
So your whole thing is if the box is small, the box is weak.
The box is weak if the box is small.
Funko boxes are always gigantic.
Yeah, Funko, it's, you look at it like instant overcompensation, except we know that there's going to be something awesome in here.
What is DP? DP is a 5. What movie is DP? Matt Gore.
He's talking about porno. All right, so here we go, guys. We have an awesome...
Matt Gore doesn't watch porno. He's into Muay Thai. Legend of Billie Jean, lol, is not... Deadpool. Deadpool's a 5. Deadpool's up there.
I just don't consider it a Marvel movie because it's a Fox property. It's an island unto itself. However, I agree with you. Deadpool is a solid 5.
And Leo, I'm sorry, Moses still has not joined our show. Moses is not allowed to watch R-rated movies, and sadly, we are in the explicit category.
This is pretty cool.
And we cannot actually have Moses on the air.
Yeah, we have to do a family-friendly show, and
then we'll have Moses on.
And then we'll make what, like milkshakes?
We'll make milkshakes for Moses.
Milkshakes for Moses. I like
so
that.
What do we got? What's first thing off?
So first and foremost, the patch this month is pretty badass. This is a Crossbones patch. And we are pretty stoked about this. Your friend Matt wishes Crossbones stayed around a little longer. This will stay around forever if you put it on your denim jacket. We have the collector's pin this month, which is always good. It's Black Panther. Now let's see what happens in here.
What is happening in there?
So they... that's an ad. Who cares? They give you a...
Oh, lanyard. I love... That's me.
Lanyards
right there. Lanyard.
You have a pretty cool t-shirt this month, which is a Civil War t-shirt with all the characters pop style. You have a Black Panther comic. Everything's done Funko. If you like Funko, this is the box for you because everything is done in the Funko style.
And for the record, we are not actually sponsored by Funko. We pay for every single one of these boxes because we have a disease.
Yeah. We're still collectors. Here's the comic.
Black Panther #1, which is special collector core comic book cover.
We have the Funko's new thing is Dorbs, and they are adorable. And here's little Dorbs, Tony Stark, Iron Man unmasked.
He looks kind of Asian.
He does look kind of Asian. Here's the piece de resistance. In these boxes, sometimes you get two separate pop figures. This one is a sweet deluxe set. It is Captain America versus Iron Man. And it is awesome. And
check out how lame his strappy strap is. So, how do you rate that box?
I rate that box. It's one of the better boxes, not one of the best boxes that they've done. I would say that box is it's about a 4.
That's about a 4. I'll give it a 4. I like it. Thank you very much for opening my box. What's in my box? Woo!
All right.
Speaking of boxes.
Yes.
I have been wanting forever a Tiki Mug box.
Oh, that's finally happening.
And it's finally happening. There is a box called MugCrate. It's available now. It's from the people who made the Cthulhu mug. They kickstarted the Cthulhu mug, and it is one of the best mugs ever. There is some angst over the fact that this is not true tiki. It is actually a creature, but that is a beautiful mug.
That is awesome.
And it's actually made by Tiki Farm, though they did not brand the bottom of it. But that is a Tiki Farm mug. Well, anyway, they have decided to create a Tiki box, and every quarter you will get the box. It will have 1 or 2 mugs. They're going to be rares. There's going to be all kinds of other stuff in. There's 2 variations. There's a simple box. There's a mug and maybe a shirt. And then there are It's an epic mug, epic mug
Well,
crate.
they're offering up swizzle sticks. They're offering up coasters.
Yeah.
They're offering up everything. Different kinds of mixers, too, which is pretty exciting. Some rare and hard-to-get mixers are going to be in those boxes, which I think is incredible.
And so it went up on Monday, I think, or Tuesday on Indiegogo.
Yeah.
And it actually blew through. I was like one of the first. I bought the ultra mega year subscription because you kind of have to, and because I want to support them. And I'm gonna end up spending the money anyway and buying it every quarter. So I supported it, and I wrote to them. I'm like, "This is a great thing you're doing." They only had like $1,000 on it. They wanted 8.5.
Yeah.
In like 4 hours, they blew through it. They're at
Done.
almost 200% right now. Go on Indiegogo, look up MugCrate. There's still, I think all the early ones are out, but like you could still get your subscription in.
Right.
And it looks awesome. And these guys have done Kickstarter right before, so we know they can get the job done. This will not be an epic fail cooler, which is like the fail whale of Kickstarters.
It is the fail whale of Kickstarters, bro.
So there's another non-ad, but we want to support them big time. Hey, Jeffrey Luft, greetings from Central Office. Dude, we miss you. We support you. Solidarity to our favorite fans who are, you know, working out in the middle of nowhere 72 hours a week. Enjoy Bruce Springsteen if you see him out there. Anyway, we are going to talk about, the next thing we're going to talk about is the reunion of the Misfits.
Wow.
This is something that we have armchair booked, armchair refereed, whatever it's called.
Oh, for years.
For years. We're like, what would happen if the Misfits reunite?
Well, you know, it almost happened many years ago.
Yes.
At the WWE, what was the
WCW.
World? No. The WWE bar in Times Square was the World. And then it was the WWF.
Yeah, it was called the World. That was
World.
the concert hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Danzig was playing there. Recently, someone in their family had died, and they all met together at the funeral, and they kind of were trying to put the past behind them. So we are there to see Danzig, and the rumor on the street is that it's going to happen that night. Now, Doyle's there, and he's wearing full makeup. Jerry's there, he's wearing full makeup. It's about to happen, and everyone knows it's going to happen. Everyone's waiting for it to happen. They're all hanging out in the backstage area. Now, of course, we snuck into the backstage area because that's what we did, and we are just chomping at the bit for it to happen. We are standing next to them as they're standing next to each other. So Danzig plays his whole set. He was awesome. Comes to the encore, and we're waiting there in the crowd, and everyone slap each other up. We can't fucking believe it's about to happen, and then it doesn't happen.
How long ago was this?
This early 2000s.
This is before Doyle was performing with Danzig.
This is before Doyle was performing with Danzig. This is like early 2000s.
Okay, because there was a time in like '95 before Michael Graves joined the band.
Right.
They were trying to get him back in.
Well,
and that never happened.
They were literally standing next to each other in this backstage area.
So this week, Riot Fest.
They hugged. I saw them hug.
Well, supposedly they were. Well, I don't know. It depends on which interview. They've always been cordial.
Well, there's two different interviews going around right now, both in Rolling Stone. One is the Jerry only version of
We're
the story.
friends.
Well, we were always friends, but we were adversaries. And then Danzig tells a completely different story.
I don't hate the guy, but we're not friends.
Danzig's like, yeah, you know, with everyone dying recently, like Prince and David Bowie, you know, we figure for the fans we should get out there and we should do it while we're all still in good shape.
While we can cash in mega bucks. So I want to know, there's a couple things that we haven't quite figured out yet why they're doing it. And
Hi, Carrie.
I can't quite tell who's broke right now. Because Jerry only, on the Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast, made it very clear that his live company, Megabucks, they don't need the money. But he is also dying on the vine. Like, they can barely sell out half the Starland Ballroom for the Misfits right now.
Yeah, well, I mean...
On the other hand, Danzig announced his retirement from touring recently.
Right.
So, I don't know whether he just wants to cash in before he really retires, and this is a way to do it. Doyle seems to just be the one in the middle going, yeah, have fun, be vegan, bang hot chicks, big muscles. So I want to know, like, we know the Guns N' Roses reunion thing happened. You know why it happened, right?
Money.
Slash got a divorce.
Oh, that'll do it every time.
Full alimony, broke,
well,
lost
he got
his
married in
house.
California. That's your first thing you ever do is get married in California.
That's why that happened. So I don't know what's going on the Jerry only side of things or on the Danzig side of things. Maybe he needs a new kitty or something and some more cat food. But there's got to be a reason for it. The Riot Fest, nice capture. They went in, they did it.
Well, I mean, here's the real question. A lot of people are arguing. The real big argument right now is how much are the Misfits getting paid to do Riot Fest. Now, I said $1 million. It's got to be $1 million. They offered Jawbreaker 7 figures repeatedly to get back together and do Riot Fest and do some of these bigger festivals, and Jawbreaker has turned it down, which is stupid because they offered them 7 figures. So they have to, I mean, the Misfits, you can't drive around anywhere without seeing a Misfits bumper sticker. Someone's got a Misfits notebook, like, you know, Misfits nail files. I mean, they put that shit on everything now. This is like the punk rock version of Kiss. It's iconic. You've got to offer them at least like $1 million to even pick up the fucking phone to get together with Glenn Danzig.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm hoping, obviously, they play beyond this. The Refused did their reunion at, like, Riot Fest or Coachella. They came back around. Hopefully we'll see them. I think they can make huge money doing Riot Fest, doing a couple of these big outdoor festivals, then doing, like, mid-scale, like, whatever the equivalent of Terminal 5, a couple nights Terminal 5,
yeah,
and then coming back around and open up for Metallica, full stadium tour.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be this allergic to money at this point in their careers.
So what are your thoughts about Marky Ramone being the drummer?
Is that announced?
No.
I think it would work. It makes complete sense.
He's family. He's in the Ramones.
Yeah, it makes complete sense.
Can he keep up? He's like 60 or 70.
Marky Ramone could totally keep up.
They're like 50. He's really old.
Marky Ramone's a machine, though. Marky Ramone could completely keep up.
And so another thing is, I tried very, very hard behind the scenes to get Michael Graves in this seat for this episode.
God, that would have been the best.
And I got like responses that he's not around, but he couldn't do it for tonight. I kind of wanted to be able to say, and right now we got Michael Graves coming in because I'd love to get his thoughts on this. Because, you know...
You know I would be like the guy in the crowd when The Undertaker finally broke his streak. I'd be like...
Yeah, that would be kind of amazing. But so we couldn't, but hopefully on a future episode, if we can somehow get either the fake Michael Graves or Michael Graves here, that would be awesome. I'm excited. Will you go see it when it comes around?
If it comes around here, I'll go see it. I'm not going to go to Chicago to go see it. I'm not going to Denver, especially, to go see it.
Yes, well, you are also not Goldfarbulous.
I am not Goldfarbulous. I mean, look, I've got a Misfits tattoo. I love the Misfits. I love them so much. I am not getting on a plane to fly halfway across the country to go see them.
In the middle of a freaking field with 1 million other people.
Yeah, no. I want to go see them in a place where I can Uber to, where there will be a bar, and that I can Uber home from.
Yeah, Terminal 5. Perfect. Guys, play Terminal 5. We'll be there. Be very happy. We can see you do We Are 138 and maybe some of your really good hits like Dig Up Her Bones and Scream. But I'm stoked. I'm psyched. Speaking of awesome things, Axl Rose, AC/DC. The footage is out. Mind blown. How about yours?
I love it. You know what? It was a raw idea that Brian Johnson got. In the end of the day, fuck it. It's awesome.
I mean, let's put it out there. Brian Johnson, nobody even cares anymore. Like, he's gone. He's washed up. He's done. He's done a whole bunch of albums. They all sound the same. AC/DC needs some new blood. They need some fresh rejuvenation. Brian Johnson can't even hear himself anymore. The word on the street is Axl Rose, better than Brian Johnson. Rumor on the street is as good as Bon Scott. There you go. I'm psyched to see AC/DC, Axl DC. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it's selling out everywhere. People are loving it. So.
Did you notice that there's pro shot footage floating around the internet?
Oh yeah, they kind of have to. At this point, we film on GoPros, and GoPros are awesome. At this point in the game, it's easy enough for anybody to have semi-pro shot footage. So you might as well just hook up a GoPro, slap on the mic to the board, and get some professional footage.
But that's not why they did it. They did it to show that Axl can sing.
Yeah, I mean it's a steady cam because he's sitting the entire time.
Yes.
Lazy. No.
Come on now. Come on now. I want to see you walk around. Let me break your leg. Go run around.
No man, I need my legs.
So I'm now excited for the Misfits. I'm excited for Axl DC. Obviously can't wait for Guns to come back. I am all into this new renaissance of rock and roll. Hopefully we can get some good music coming. I'm ready for the 90s to start again.
I've been waiting for the 90s to start again since 2000.
So let us talk now. I have to actually make a confession to you.
Please.
And it's something that's it's been a rough couple weeks, but I feel you really need to know.
Okay.
I am addicted to Hearthstone.
Oh, fuck yes. You are addicted to Hearthstone.
So when I was a young lad in 1994, I went to Greece. My parents took me on this horrible, horrible adventure to Greece before my senior year of high school. It was junior to senior year. And I got taken And what my parents didn't tell me is that on our arrival at the airport, my crazy Greek uncle was going to kidnap us from the airport and take us to his goat farm where I would have to take care of goats for a week.
And how did that make you feel?
Horrible, horrible. It was goats and it was tomato selling and cucumber selling on the back of a truck in the heat. I was this overweight little punk rocker who I just was not made for the farm life. Even though George in Greek means farmer, that is not me. My name should have actually been not George.
And do you think this is the reason that you've not since been to a petting zoo?
This is also possibly why I've not been to a petting zoo in many years, nor why we don't currently own a goat instead of a lawnmower, which is what Allison wanted. So let's fast forward a little to the end of our trip to Greece, which I came home miserable. I did, however, get the Greek version of the Dead Kennedys, Rotten Tomatoes, and Fresh Fruits. And I also did get the Greek version of Pantera's album with the fist going up the asshole.
Right.
Far Beyond Driven, I think that's what it's called. Anyway, where was I? Hearthstone. So, I have a point to all this. When I landed, waiting for me at the airport was my great friend Michael Dolan and Nick Francos. And they were waiting for me. I guess Nick's uncle owned a limo company. They came to pick us up. And they handed me George, I know you had a miserable time in Greece. Here's a ticket to go see Rancid and the Offspring tonight at City Gardens with us. And a deck of Magic cards. Magic the Gathering. I'd never played Magic before. 1994 was out for maybe a year.
Right.
It was the summer of Magic and Rancid, because that's all I did was play Magic for an entire summer and almost a year. I would steal booster packs from the local Quickie Mart, and I would I had a zombie deck and a black and white deck and mana, and it was amazing.
So let me ask you a question. You had already met and started dating Allison at this point, right?
No, I was this is my junior year of high school.
Okay.
Allison's 4 years younger than me. Allison would have possibly not hit puberty yet.
All right. And somehow you managed to get out of the Magic just in time to meet Allison.
Yes. But that said, Allison is playing Hearthstone. So I stopped playing Magic when everybody else started playing Magic, and I couldn't afford to play it anymore. I couldn't afford to steal and go to jail because I think I turned 18. So I didn't play Magic for years. I still have my decks at home at my parents' house somewhere. But 2 or 3 weeks ago, my coworker, Albert Aiden, he said, George, or I caught him playing a game on his desk when he should have been working. I go, what is this game you were playing? It looks awesome. He goes, this is Hearthstone. It's World of Warcraft. It is Magic the Gathering online. This, people, is the greatest online equivalent to a card-playing game ever made. It is exactly like Magic the Gathering, except every turn you get 1 additional mana instead of waiting for mana to come up in your deck.
Ladies and gentlemen, George is on the flat crack again.
Right now, the only thing missing is a 12-sided die. It is the perfect game. And the fact is, you only use the die in Magic the Gathering to track your points you can actually use to roll. Right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
So I want everyone to go out right now, download it. It is a cloud-based game, so it is free. You don't really need to buy decks of cards. You actually can earn them, but if you want to buy them because you are lazy, you can go do that too. But this game has changed my life. Hambone, you just downloaded it. Do you have any initial thoughts?
Yeah, I downloaded it on the day when they were doing a bunch of service to their server, so I haven't really gotten to play it yet. But I will. I'm excited to play with you.
Hambone, hey, is there anything you do to be prepared for this show?
I show up. I wash my shirts. I shave.
Your skin's getting much better, too.
Thank you. You noticed that, right?
And your Hawaiian shirts, I see you're stepping it up a little bit.
I'm getting
hibiscus, I went for palm trees.
I figured you would go for palm trees, and I've been doing the DDP yoga. I'm slimming down. I'm getting in great
shape. This man is incredible shape. He is single. He is smart. He is intelligent. He is the best salesman I know. And he is also named Hambone. Single, ladies. Single. All yours. All yours. Me, taken.
Yes, very.
Taken.
Very much so.
But if you want me, he's like my little brother and pauncher.
Yeah.
But he's wittier.
I'm George Light.
George Light.
And that's all the George you need.
Me on medication is Hambone. So, with that, I just want to finish up and talk about Uncharted 4.
Yes.
Because he did not have it. I love it. I just want to let everybody know, we thought we were going to have a conversation on Uncharted 4, but this motherfucker has not bought the game yet. Uncharted 4 is made by the same studio that made The Last of Us, which is one of the best games ever. The opening screen now of Uncharted 4 is just this tiki god just in the wind, no music, just like Last of Us. Like, everything is just incredible. Are there questions? Are you fielding the questions?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
It has taken the emotional hurt, anxiety, emotion of Last of Us and brought it to the ultra adventure.
Yeah.
Whoa, I'm burpy.
Yeah.
This is awesome. I think
fun.
I'm a little drunk.
You might be. You know, and what I love about that, I saw a little bit of it at my house the other night. George brought it over. It's beautiful looking.
George is on multiplayer?
George has it.
And George has not followed me?
Uh-oh. Run, George, run!
We need 4 more friends if George is in on this. We need to do deathmatch against all those mother headers from, like, Asia that, like, whoop your ass in one-shot kills. You got punk rockers that need help, 4 of you.
We should recruit our Swedish friends.
If you're a Swedish people out there who are playing Uncharted 4, it might be in the off hours, but we need to play.
Yeah, we need to recruit.
And Hearthstone, El Greco 138, 1 word. Anyhow, Uncharted 4, continue.
No, I love adventure games. I love the idea of adventurers, Indiana Jones. I love the Mummy movies. So, like, having a guy who is, like, fast talking, making quips, you know, shooting first and asking questions later, run around the jungle, Nathan Drake. I love it. I love the idea of it.
And the graphics out of this world. If this is what Last of Us 2 is leading to,
yeah.
I'm be a very happy boy.
I mean, George brought it over the other night because he wanted to see it on my... I have a 65-inch TV, and he wanted to see it on my TV, like how good it looked, and it looked awesome.
And he has a 65-inch penis, women single. Anywho, that is it for now. Is there anything we missed?
Nah, I think we've hit all the
I think this has been an incredible comeback episode.
Big time.
Just to let everybody know, the last episode we did is closing in on 2,000 views. One before that's about 1,500. All the Swedish people out there, we love you.
Love you.
Love you. All you ghost people who hate our guts, we could care less.
Not even just a little bit, son.
However, if you want to file a complaint, Hambone's email is johnmcguire@gmail.com. Reach out to him and complain.
Yeah, that's every my emails. It's probably the first John McGuire, like the first.
He's actually John McGuire 138 at gmail.com.
That's not me either.
I've
never given him my email.
So we actually don't really care. And if you did not find it funny, then you suck. But we will be back with a lot more. We're going to have a more sporadic episode. We got to get a couple of good things happening at the same time, so we hit it like right now.
The Misfits, Uncharted, Axl DC, and Civil War was a perfect storm.
And we might be back for the Turtles. I'm so excited for the Turtles. Are you gonna?
I'm totally gonna see the Turtles.
You're not gonna go with me though, because that's what you do. You don't invite me to anything.
No, it wasn't even like that, bro. I had to go with Tim because Tim needed to go before I got married.
Bro, you really just called me bro.
Bro.
That's a problem. We need to talk about that.
No.
If you turn to a bro dude,
I would never turn to a bro dude.
Kickboxing and now broing.
I can't.
You're so bro. Bro.
I'm not
Bro. Anyway, I'm George Hambone. How can they reach you?
You can find me on Twitter at Handbreaker. You can find me on winnable.com for Eye of the Beer Holder, which is my Dungeons and Dragons podcast. You can find me at the local bar. I'm around. They'll find me. On Instagram at John Miserable.
You don't give out your Instagram one.
I gave it out today.
Anyway, I'm George. You can find me at GOK Creative on Twitter. I'm GOK Creative at Periscope, though I hardly go on... No, it's Cult of George. GOK Creative on Instagram. GOK Creative on Twitter. CultofGeorge.com is where I am all the time, writing when I'm not drowning in work. You can see me on GOK Creative. If you need a wedding photographer, I am here.
He's the best.
I am your wedding photographer if you're getting married.
Rock and roll wedding photographer, yo.
And if you aren't, I could still be there to film your divorce as it's happening.
Do you need a good Tinder photo taken? He's your guy.
I'm your man. After wedding, I'll shoot that too. I got no problem. I am the photographer of emotions.
He is.
Damn, this shit is good.
It is.
All right. Anyway, I'm George. That's Ambone. This is Mai Tai TV. Tune in next time and rock and roll. Take us out.
Aloha.
Перебиты, поломаны крылья, всю душу свело, кокаина серебряной пылью, все дороги пути замело. А 8 лет школу я посещала, где сидеть сиротою